CRT class 10th chapter number 12 electricity. Children, so far we discussed about electric current means what, electric circuit means what, and electric potential and the potential difference, and also we have solved few numerical problems based upon those topics. And in this class we are going to learn about circuit diagram. See children, in electricity while drawing the diagrams we are going to use certain symbols, and those symbols with the what use of the components is called what? Circuit diagram. Means the schematic diagram means a representation of a symbols of a various components which are used in an electric circuit is called what? Circuit diagram. Why we need to go for the drawing a circuit diagram? See children, always it is not a convenient to write a bulb and then resistance, isn't it? All such things we can't write, isn't it, while drawing the diagram. To make it easier and convenient, we are going for what? Drawing the circuit diagrams in order to our conveniency, means to make easy understand about the various components which are going to use in an electric circuit. We have a wide variety of symbols for the each one of the symbol is what? Particular to that electronic component. So why we want to waste time, children? Let us have a look over these. The name of the component called cell, and its symbol is what? Represented with two lines, children. You have to carefully observe this, children. One bigger line is there and the other one is small line, isn't it? Here the big line is indicating what? Positive terminal, and the small line indicates negative terminal. In our earlier classes we learnt that, isn't it? The direction of a flow of a current will takes place from positive terminal to negative terminal, and moreover, that is, if the potential difference between these 2 points we want to measure, means how? That is the potential difference. Here low pressure potential difference will be there near the negative terminal, so the electron starts flowing from in this way. This is okay children, leave that. Come back to the symbol matter. That is, cell is represented with two lines. One is big line, the other one is small line, and with the signs what? Big line indicates what? Positive terminal, and small line indicates what? Negative terminal. This you have to what? Understand, children, learn it. The next one is what? Battery, isn't it? In sometimes we want what? More voltage, isn't it? At that time what we will do? We will go for combination of cells, means two or more cells if they are connected, then that is called what? Here battery. Combination of cells is called what? Battery. Then how they are joined? See, they are joined series. Okay children, we will discuss series means what in our next classes. Now understand that side by side, if more the number of cells are joined, then it is called what? Battery. Battery, understanding, children? How we have to draw symbol for that? We have to draw one long line, that is big line, small line, then again longer line, small line, like that. We have to continue, means one big and one small, one big, one small, and again at last it should end with the negative terminal. So you have to write what? Small line. The next one is plug key or switch open. This is very important, children, isn't it? Often we'll represent here this with K. K also indicates in the circuit diagrams, that is what? Plug key or switch button we say, isn't it? If nothing is there in these open brackets, means that is a symbol of a plug key or switch open, means the current is not flowing through that, the circuit is broken, isn't it, children? The switch open meaning is what? Current is not flowing. And how it is represented with the symbol, children? Two open brackets, there is no nothing, means empty, isn't it? But the same symbol, if we have a dot, if we written a dot, means it is indicating what? Switch is closed, children, means current will flows because the circuit is closed and continuous path. Understanding, children, the difference between switch open and a switch close? In case of a switch close, what happens? There forms a continuous and a closed path, so current will flows, whereas in case of a switch open, it is broken, so ultimately what happens, it is not a continuous one, so the current won't flows. Next, one more component called wire joint. Suppose in certain practical situations we need to join the wires, then how it will be represented, children? That is we can say that reverse T, isn't it? Reverse T means here one line you have to make connected to the what, horizontal line, and a blob should be placed here, means this indicates that there is what, wire jointed, means two wires are connected. Okay, next come back here, that is component wire crossing without joining. See children, in many practical situations we don't want to connect the wires, isn't it? They don't want to join each other without using blobs, then that will be represented by a symbol called, this is wire crossing without joining. See here, there is no dot or a blob we can say, isn't it? This indicates what, wire joining without wire crossing without joining. And the next symbol is what, bulb, children, isn't it? Bulb, this is also one symbol, and this is also same symbol, means both the symbols we can use for bulb. Suppose in an electric circuit, if this figure has given, means you have to understand that there is a use of electric bulb. And simply if it is like this, means their bulb may not glow, isn't it? If that is rays you have find, means their bulb is glowing, means these are indications, it clearly tells us what's happening there. Next, that is resistor of resistance R is represented with this symbol, children. Some upper peaks and down peaks, up peak, down, up down, like that peaks will be present, and it is the symbol of what, resistor, isn't it? That is in detail about resistance we will discuss in our next videos, children. The next one is variable resistance. In many practical situations we want to increase or decrease, and also we don't want to without changing the voltage source, isn't it? We want to regulate the current, at that time variable resistance will be used. It also have a two symbols, children, means we can use any one of it, isn't it? One arrow coming to and connected to the upper peak, this is one symbol, and the next one is arrow going, that is from the down peak to upper peak, it is also what, both the symbols can be used for a variable resistance. The next, as we already discussed, that is letter A, enclosed in a circle, and positive and a negative term, that is signs, indicates that there is a use of an instrument called ammeter. Do you remember, children, where ammeter is used? Yes, very good. To measure electric current in an electric circuit, ammeter will be used. And remember, children, always it is connected in series. Next, the last one is what? Voltmeter. Do you remember, children, where voltmeter will be used? Yes, in order to measure the potential difference across the circuit between the 2 points, then voltmeter will be used. And here, that is a circle which is enclosed with the letter what? V. These are what? Varieties of components and their symbols, children. Revise all ones, children. Cell, battery, plug key or switch open, switch close or plug key, wire join, wire crossing without joining, bulb, resistor of resistance, variable resistance, ammeter, voltmeter. These are very important, children, and among all these, sometimes in 1 mark you will get this, isn't it? Draw a symbol of a variable resistance, then you have to draw either this or this diagram over there. Got it, children? Practice all these symbols once and twice until and unless you are becoming perfect with all these symbols.